I'm going to talk about acrylic paint. And the reason I'm going to do that is because it's very confusing for lots of people. It certainly was for me when I started. I'm just going to talk about these brands because they're a very good example that are widely available, and you can pick and choose what brand you want to use. They're all intermixable. You don't have to stick with one brand. And there are essentially two types of paint. There's professional and there's student quality. System 3 is by Dale Arowney and it's a student quality. I use this, it's very good. Liquitex, Golden and Winsor & Newton are all professional quality. Okay, so what does that mean? Basically, the professional quality brands have more pigment in than the student quality and maybe a slightly different mix of chemicals to create the colour. It's so that these are affordable. So when you're starting out, you probably want to practice an awful lot and maybe might waste a lot of paint. So you want to have something that's affordable. So opt for a student quality paint. They're all very good. Liquitex have a student quality. This is the professional, but their student quality brand is called Liquitex Basics. Winsor & Newton have a student quality called Galleria. Golden are the only brand who don't have a student quality. So what is acrylic paint? Well, essentially it's a glue, which is the binder, which is transparent, and the manufacturers add different pigments to it to make a colour. You will find that different brands with the same name of colour, like ultramarine blue or cerulean blue, the colours will not be the same. They each have their own secret mix, secret recipe, if you like. And you might find that in some brands you like the, I don't know, cobalt blue, and in other brands you're not so keen on it. They do differ, and you will find over time which ones you prefer. I can show you this with these two, actually. This is Winsor & Newton Cerulean Blue. It's called a hue, this one, and that's because it's not the original cerulean blue, because the chemical is very, very expensive. You can buy proper, if you like, cerulean blue. It's much more expensive than this one, and this is also fairly expensive compared to the student quality. So let's just put some of that out. So as you can see straight away, the texture is slightly different in terms of colour. And once you spread it out, you can see there is quite a marked difference between the two. Now, these are also heavy body paint. You get a choice of heavy body or fluid paint. And even within the heavy bodied brands, the consistency can be quite different. I always use heavy body paints because you can dilute them. You can dilute them with a medium or you can dilute them with water. Don't use too much water, because as soon as you use too much water, you're diluting effectively the glue that the paint sticks to. So when you apply paint to a surface, what happens is that the water in the binder evaporates and leaves the pigment on the surface stuck with the glue. So that's how it works. So that's Winsor & Newton Professional. That's Dale Arowney System 3, which is a student quality paint. Now we've got Liquitex. This is cadmium red, and you can see again, lovely buttery paint. Heavy body are quite similar in consistency to oil paints. They obviously dry much faster, and it produces a lovely colour. Now, cadmium red, you do have to be careful with paints because some of them are toxic. This has got cadmium in, and this is a toxic chemical. So, I mean, don't drink it, obviously, but in general, it's fairly safe when you're applying paint to a surface. It's when you maybe want to sand it down or something. Some artists sand down their work to get different layers. That's when you have to be very careful. You'll be breathing in cadmium dust, and that's not good for you. So do be careful of that. Then we've got Golden, and this is a beautiful paint. A little goes a long way. Let's look at that. This is alizarin crimson, and quite usefully with golden on the label up here, you can see it has this little mark here with some lines, dark lines, and that shows how transparent a paint is. Some paints are very opaque, some paints are more transparent, and over time you'll get used to the difference in each paint and how you can use that in your work. The last thing I'm going to say is tidying up. First of all, take as much of the excess paint off your brushes or tools with some paper towel and dispose of that in the rubbish. And then wash your paints in a bucket of water. Ideally, don't throw that down the sink because it is plastic and we've got plenty of plastic in the world milling around in our oceans. So if you leave your bucket of water, the particles will settle and you can then dispose of the cleaner water and wipe out the residue of paint at the bottom. So that's a nice way of clearing up afterwards. And I've also got a video showing you my palette, which I've got here. So take a look at that because that's a lovely cost-effective way of making a palette that works really super well. So thanks for watching.